Welcome to another honest review and flick filter. Gang, gang.
Gangity gang.
I'm Big Diesel,
I'm the professor.
and today we're talking about Joker 2 Folie Deux bars.
But it's a different kind of episode today.
Yeah.
We're doing a first. This is a first. First for us, I would say.
Yeah, because somebody didn't see it.
Who did not see this movie? Between us two.
I'm not snitching. But,
Smart man.
I think people know.
They can use deductive reasoning. Why didn't you see it, DJ?
Wow.
Oh man, I'm messing with you.
Lies. The lies. So how are we doing this video?
So, I guess this is going to be like an interview style, if you will. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Uh-oh. I didn't make the movie. Why am I?
About the movie, about your creative process when you wrote, directed, starred in the movie.
I would have made a better film.
Choreographed.
I would have made.
You produced it. You edited it. You did the whole thing.
If I had any movie to do, it wouldn't be Folie Deux.
Oh man, that's stupid.
Oh man.
Oh man. So now that that's out the way,
Right.
My first question is, and maybe this shouldn't be the first question, but why was this, or
Okay, hold on.
what was the?
Hold on. We should start with the review.
Okay.
Start with the review. So basically, if
my question, okay. Well, I guess my review is, or my review question was going to be, what are your overall thoughts?
Okay.
Just kind of either way in.
Okay, good. So basically, I didn't like this movie. Really. I thought the story wasn't bad, but it was just all over the place. The music didn't really, in a musical, which I really don't like necessarily, but let's say Wonka. It kind of eases into it. It's just like the music, it goes with it, so it flows right into it. This, it was just like for the sake of just having songs. And it wasn't like, it just felt like out of place. I felt like, honestly, I think they could have made a better movie if they wanted to. My theory is, I don't think Todd, and from what I heard, Todd Phillips made this film bad on purpose. As like screw you to basically Warner Brothers. He didn't want a brother.
I knew that was coming.
But yeah. I took another man's joke. I think I did better.
Debatable.
More or less.
Debatable. So, how did you feel about... I mean, you've kind of answered this a little bit. So, I guess what were some of the biggest issues for you? Was it the plot? The characters? Well, the music. You already mentioned you don't really care for musicals. Personally, I do like musicals. I'm not like the biggest musical head or fan, but for me, it's just like, if the music is great, I'll probably like it, and if it has like at least a decent story, I'll probably like it.
What's crazy is I love music. It's just I when I go to a movie, I just want just a regular movie. I just don't want music in there. I just think it takes me out. Out of the movie experience.
Do you feel that same way about plays, like musical plays.
I haven't gone to a play in a while, so I can't really answer that.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah, I think I just don't think they directing wise they were trying to. It really feels like this movie. Todd Phillips didn't want to do it.
Gotcha.
It just feels like he could have made.
It didn't have the heart in it.
Yeah, like the first one did.
Mm.
And I know I didn't really like it like the first one as much as everybody else, but it still was a cohesive film.
Mm-hmm.
This was kind of again all over the place. The music didn't go together. The music just felt like it was thrown in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just in random plots, and it didn't move anything. It didn't add to the story at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of like it's basically his trial,
Yeah.
Arthur Fleck's trial.
Is that
but
the whole movie?
Yes,
That's crazy. So.
and it doesn't tell you anything you don't already know.
Yeah. That's.
You know,
crazy.
it's just like it's.
I was thinking.
It's that there was.
I was thinking for some reason that he escaped. Well, actually, maybe you can correct me, because I did see like the first 40.
So we're not
45
going
minutes.
into spoilers.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So just for that, I only saw the first 40, 45 minutes. They had probably maybe 2, 3 songs in that span.
What you got, Lady Gaga
You've got Gaga.
in there. The songs could have been better, man.
Yeah.
And they weren't like original songs. Usually they're original songs too. It's just
None of them were original.
no. I mean they're basically somebody else's songs. They just put in there, and for some reason they're singing it. And it doesn't even make sense why he's singing it. It's wild. Yeah. What's the next question?
The next question is, we kind of went over the negatives, but what were some of the positives?
Positives?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, of course, acted well.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Joaquin Phoenix still, even though I don't think it was written very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think all in all, I think the performances were great.
Okay.
Lady Gaga, yes, you know her as a singer, but if you've seen her other stuff, she can act. It's just, I really wanted to see her Harley Quinn, really. It doesn't even feel like she was acting. It didn't feel like they were putting on their best performance. Yeah, it's just, but again, acted well, not a lot of positives. I'm sorry.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, guess going into that, or jumping off from that, what could have made it better, in your opinion?
Not making it in the first place.
Crazy that that was. See, you keep not burying. Like that was gonna be a question I was gonna ask soon.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good though.
But yeah, I just don't think unless they were gonna make. Yeah, there's another. I feel like there's a problem with, and I feel like if that was the question, just go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah. Well, the question was, well, no, it's a little bit, it's a slightly different question, but the question was, should this movie have been made?
Well, no.
No, dang.
I think basically because, and this is what bothers me about the whole film, I didn't really want them to have a film, I didn't feel like this was a good idea. Aside from it being a musical, I didn't. I pretty much kind of knew going in that this film should not be made. Now, usually, this doesn't happen
Yeah.
because I feel like, from what I heard, Todd Phillips made this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, the whole problem of making this film was the fact that you said Todd Phillips was like, this is a one film.
Mm-hmm.
We're not making a sequel. Todd Phillips, I don't think, does sequels. Neither does Joaquin.
Yes, he does.
He does?
Todd Phillips did the Hangover movies. There's 3 of them, guys.
30. How about Joaquin? I think it's Joaquin then.
That I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, that's not a point. But the point is, like, they said it was only going to be a one movie film, and maybe that's why he didn't want to do a sequel, because of how the Hangovers, kind of came out. But
It's possible.
again, if you're not planning on making a sequel, but then you change your mind because the first one did
So
well,
Mm-hmm.
then that's not a good enough reason to change your mind when
Mm-hmm.
you already said there wasn't going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff bothers me because it feels like you're only trying to get it because it makes money.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And then your heart's not in it at that kind of point.
yeah.
Or you don't have if you have a good story that goes with it, then cool, go. For the most part, when somebody says that and then does a sequel, it still does well.
Yeah.
But it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth because you're lying to people and then you're just saying, oh, we're not going to make one. Oh, it made a lot of money, so we got to make one now. Not necessarily.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better
As
to just not say anything.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, we made this one and we're good for now.
We'll
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, yes. But also, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like this Joker would have been... It didn't need a second movie.
Yeah.
It didn't need Harley Quinn. I'm kind of tired of all the Jokers.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So when James Gunn does his, I don't really want... We already did the Batman Barry Keoghan Joker. That's it. Like, I'm not saying you never do Joker again, but there's so many people in Batman's Rogues Gallery that you could do. You don't need to keep on doing Joker over and over and over and over again. Harley Quinn over and over and over again. Same thing with Spider-Man. You're doing the same villains, and he's got a bigger rogues gallery. It's like Superman doing Lex Luthor over and over and over again. It's just like these superheroes, they get it. You're diluting the product. Yeah, because it's already so many people and studios that want to do their own kind of superhero version, their own version of a superhero film.
Yeah.
So then you still have Marvel and DC, which I feel like for some reason they're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Thunderbolts, we had the Brave New World, and I'm just like, I'm not excited. I remember when I was excited for every superhero movie. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, I just need something different. Now, if we had better written movies and just more cohesiveness,
yeah,
that'd be fine. But also give me a little bit more than just every movie is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, we can do other movies instead of just superhero movies. And then the multiverse is getting out of hand as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But I feel like my answer is, if you don't have any plans to do a sequel, don't do a sequel. Unless you got a good story that kind of goes along with it and moves the story forward. Excuse me.
Gotcha. Man. So the only thing, it's not the only thing, but I guess what so this might be a weird question. Well, I feel like this kind of relates. Who was this movie even made for? Like the demographic, like it's like, oh, you're this tight, you're this weight, like not like that, but more so like this age, this socio-economic whatever background, this whatever.
I think somebody said too. I forget who it was, but somebody said that later down the line, people are going to are going to actually say they love this film. And what I think he means is this is how cult followings start up. How, it's a movie that may have not done well, or at the time, a lot of people didn't like it, but then when people go back and see it, they'll remember, everything that happened, and it starts to make sense or whatever. But yeah.
Gotcha. I guess I'm thinking about like, I don't want to get into that.
I don't know the demographic.
But I was the online different communities and like not the incel people, but like, well, maybe that is, I don't know. I hear that being a demographic a lot, but I don't know if that's actually true or if that's just something that I hear and I have to just decipher what's.
What are you asking?
Basically, like, as far as who this is made for, like, I've heard that the movie, in a sense, was a response to how people interpreted the first movie. So, and of course I haven't watched it yet. Well, I watched the first, but not, the sequel, the second. So, I didn't know if the movie was, like, a take on the people that have responded to...
I heard that too.
To the first one. It's like, so the second movie is a commentary on how you guys reacted, because you think, oh, you love Joker so much and you're going to go down and do this to your cities and burn all this stuff down. And it's like, no, I was just trying to show you, like, how certain things that not you people, but just people.
I think it's going to be interpreted different ways.
Yeah.
That's what kind of social commentary is about. It's just like, sometimes, and the director doesn't have to necessarily give you the answers that you want. You'll just make up, whatever story makes sense to you, pretty much. Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
I'm sure some people will like this movie. I'm not trying to rag on it. We're not trying to reiterate the same thing. We're not trying to trash on this movie. I'm giving you my honest opinion about it. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you can't go see it or that you won't like it. We're all different. We all like different kinds of films. Movies are subjective.
Yeah.
I wanted to like this movie. I don't go into a movie theater wanting to hate a movie. It's
That's
just it's just right now, like you usually say.
Mm-hmm.
I I make so much a certain amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
and these movies cost maybe $20
Yeah.
a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like I got other stuff that I can $20 a ticket, and that's just for a regular ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I could, you know what $20 I can do with $20. You know,
Yeah.
you know. So, when I spend my hard-earned money to to see a movie, and it's not a movie I enjoy,
Yeah.
you know, I'm triggered.
I'm
But
not triggered, man.
yeah, triggered, man.
This man's a trigger.
But yeah, I hope some people do like it. I hope some people do find it interesting. But I just don't think. I just don't. I think they could have made a better film.
Gotcha.
Is my whole go to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You kind of hinted at like, what do you think would have made it better?
Yeah.
I guess my thing is, and maybe I don't know how in depth you want this video to go, but this is more of a question on like how
Just go with the flow, I guess.
how this film will affect DC in general, and then also the DCU. How will that affect it going forward? Like whether it was the success or the lack thereof, especially with this one. Like,
Yeah, that's an in-depth question. Cause you got James Gunn's type deal.
uh-huh.
Here's the thing: everything needs to be at least decent. Like maybe it needs to be decent. Not everything is gonna be a home run, but you at least need to get some bases in.
Yeah.
Get some bases in. Because right now a lot of people are very even still people aren't trying to see the movies unless it's something that they know is going to be good. And then when they go out and think it's going to be good and be disappointed, that means there's no faith behind your movies, your IP. So, I mean, that's why they had to reset the DC, and James Gunn had to come in because whether you liked Henry Cavill or not, the movies that they were coming out with were not on a good level.
Yeah.
And then when you got Marvel as well, which a lot of people were like, Marvel is better, which, yeah, they were better, they were more successful, but it was like, it's not like they didn't make terrible movies. It's just like, yeah, they're just more better movies than what the DCEU was.
Gotcha.
And it was just all over the place. I think Marvel's problem is it's too much. It's too much. And it's like, it's too big as well. Like, it's like everything is connected. So it's like, what movies do I have to watch to understand this movie?
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's just a lot of homework that people don't want to. They just want to go and see a movie. Pretty much, they don't want to have to watch other movies just to understand the movie they're about to see. So, I don't know. It just, but super. And we'll talk about the DC video in another video, but yeah, James Gunn just gotta have, people are going to be voting for your wallets. that is the term that is like, if you want people to um, start making a certain kind of movies, you need to be voting with your wallet, meaning you need to go see these movies. If you want original movies, go see these original movies that aren't making a lot of. People are always going to the Marvel movies, the Transformer movies, the Star Wars movies. You know, that's an IP, and then when it's an original movie with an original concept, they're not going because it's not an IP that they recognize. Or it's like they want to go because of nostalgia. We have how many Ghostbuster movies? You know, do we need all these Ghostbuster movies? We got reboots for why? They reboot TV shows and they reboot movies. And it's like, dude, does it need a reboot? Or are you running out of things to come up with? You know? It's kind of like Hollywood just doesn't know how to make good movies anymore. And when they do have a good movie, it's like they don't know to see them. That's why there's like critics and stuff like that, and people pay attention to critics and Rotten Tomatoes, and they're trying to check out the ratings to see, should I spend my money on this film?
Yeah.
You know, should I go out and see this film? So, yeah. Just hopefully, you know, if you want them to make better movies, you know, I would say go to the movies more. If you used to like going to movies and you like that movie theater experience, you got to start more people need to start going to see the movies and going to a theater, because if not, all the movie theaters are not going to be making money and
gonna close down, and
they're going to close down, and then you're going to wish there were more movies. But were you actually going to the movie theaters, or were you too lazy and you just wanted to stream on you know, your laptop or TV or something?
Dang, you got a lot of examples.
Yeah. But yeah.
Wow.
Anywho, that was a rant.
Yeah, but
I don't like the rant.
It's all good, man. You know, it's Folie at Deux. So.
It was do. Tough crowd.
Ooh.
Tough crowd.
So, I mean, there are things
But I feel like there's a lot of. You got the Batman stuff, so I'm sure they're gonna build out that world until like the third one is over. So we'll see what that does. Right now, that's their most successful thing. You also got Sony that is ruining Spider-Man crap. And we'll do that in another video as well. But yeah. It's a lot.
Yep.
But let us know, what did you think of
What's your rating?
Folie à Deux? A 2.
Okay. That's not terrible. It's not passing, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. So, anyways. So we'll see you on the next one.
We will see you in the next one. Yeah, I wish I could have provided more insight for this.
I thought you were the one that saw it.
Saw what?
Folie à Deux.
I saw like 45 minutes.
Dang, snitching on you, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you thought I was being serious earlier. Ah.
Yeah. The people knew. You're lying to the people.
I think they knew.
That's deep. Anyways, we'll catch you on the next one.